here with the Frank the Barber.
Frank, you are one of the most sought after barber educators.
Missing someone.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Frank the Barber. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be sharing with you techniques on how to execute a mid skin fade. Okay, y'all, so let's just jump into this. Your first line of demarcation. So I'm starting my line from the corner of the eyebrow, and I start dropping basically underneath the occipital bone. And the reason why I do that is because it gives me the space I need in the back for errors. Okay, so the same thing you did on one side, you want to do on the other. The reason why I don't go right around the head is because a lot of times when I first started, I would end up going higher. So if you want to keep complete control of your haircut, start on one side, do the other side, and then meet in the back. Now that we've done both sides, look how easy it is to connect. Now you get a really nice clean line of demarcation, which really controls your whole fade. Now taking the trimmer, flipping them the other way, and removing all the bulk. Since I'm on the back already, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove everything from the back. Make sure I have it all cleaned up, double space, and always paying attention of the hair growth pattern and cutting against the grain. Again, just paying real close attention on the direction of the hair growth pattern. You'll see I'll go in there and my trimmer goes one way, goes in another way, and scoops in another way. If not, then I don't have a clean foundation. So this can be a tricky area. If you look, I pull, create space, pull down the ear, create space, so I can get in them tight areas. Again, paying close attention to the hair growth pattern. So using the shaver against the grain, pulling up to create that space above the ear. But sometimes that area gets a little tight. So pulling up is always going to give you that clearance right above the ear. Or again, just see how I just did that? I used my shaver and pulled the ear down at the same time. It just makes it a lot easier. It lets you get into them little tight areas and tight spaces. So if you never used a foil shaver, what a foil shaver does is it makes it basically baby smooth. You're going in there and you're going against the grain. And what it does is it creates a better contrast. Understanding that what a fade is, whether it's a low, mid, or high, you're creating a contrast of light and dark. So the lighter to the darker, the more blurrier the fade is going to be. Y'all, I love this clipper right here. This is the Babylifts FX, custom FX from Babylifts for Barbers with 5 indentations. We're going to start off level adjustment close, and this is going to be our first part we're going to go into. So the same thing that I'm doing on one side. Again, y'all, very simple, very repetitive. Same thing you do on one side, you do on the following side.
Go ahead and put your 0.5 now, which is your 1/16. We're going to use that open. Now we're going to use a 1.5, which is a 1.5, which is also considered a 3/16 open.
Now take notice, I'm using the level adjustment open, and I'm always using my comb to brush the hair down. So this way the hair is exactly where it lives, and I'm cutting it, making sure that I'm removing the hair that might stick onto the head itself, creating the illusion of a line that I'm trying to take out, but that's not really there. These are my Katana's soft thinning shears. I'm gonna go in and do this as my last step, removing the bulk that you see up there. Taking my comb and going and always moving up to blend the hair. Okay, so one of my favorite things about this clipper is this level adjustment. The 5 notches is very important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of graduation. We're gonna start from close, working our way up. Okay, so now your 0.5, level adjustment closed, right above your following step. Again, working your way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps of graduation. Let's go. Now with that 1.5, that 3/16 guard, that half guard closed, right? At this position, at the closed position, working your way up from each notches again to the 5th position, and that should complete what it is, the higher recession of the haircut. Now grabbing my trimmer and just flicking my way in and removing that bottom line. Look how easy it comes right out. Now, in certain occasions, it don't always come out this easy. In this occasion, in this haircut, it did. You'll see as I pass it, I don't have to go back in there with my 880 clipper and go in and use it from close to open. But in certain occasions, you might have to go in and start off where you began the haircut at a closed position and then work your way up with your clipper. But in this haircut particularly, it came out really fantastic, just flicking up and going into it and actually blending in that grain of hair within the haircut. So now we're gonna work on that front lineup, and what I'm using is my Rhoda hairspray to lock it into place. This is a trick that I use and I utilize all the time just to keep the natural hairline. So what you see me doing is I'm taking my blow dryer, locking that hair into place. A lot of times when you do the front edge, the hair likes to move left and right. This will assure you that it won't move. Now when starting this front lineup, I'm gonna start off on the sides. Starting the sides, create a bumper, a stop point. So when I do the top of the lineup, I know where to stop on the edge. Now that my corner is done, now I can work my way from the middle of the forehead to the left side of the haircut. Now it really is not a high press, it's just a simple tap and drag. So I did this side a little different. I know I told you guys to do the bumper first, which is the side, but I wanted to show you guys a visual of what can possibly happen. I know what I'm doing, but if you're a beginner, this might be where you would make a mistake. Right here is where you would go too far into it because you don't have that side bumper there, doing the corners first. Again, I've been doing this for quite a few years, so I know where to stop. But in your occasion that you might be a beginner doing this, this might be where you create the error. So I want to share with you my failures so you don't have to go through what I went through. So guys, thank you guys for viewing, like, and subscribe. I am very new at this. Hopefully in a couple of months I can say I've been doing quite a few of them. I'm going to continue to bring education. This is your mid skin fade. I did do a little bit of enhancements at the end. I did do the beard and I did do the eyebrows, but I wanted to leave that so I can create more content for you guys later. Stay tuned for lesson 2 where I might be doing a beard. I might be doing a low drop fade. I might be doing a mid drop fade, maybe a mohawk, maybe some designs, but I got a lot of content coming for you. I am super excited to share with you guys my techniques. I love you guys. Stay tuned. Put your post notifications on and stay tuned for my next video. Your boy Frank the Barber. Peace.